Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises to Yahweh, Shemi, Oshai, Shemaka, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Shalom unto the brothers, the elect, that pushing this truth through the four corners of the earth, the hopeful elect. Alright, shalom unto the elect, right? And shalom unto the aquatium that listening and learning, the sincere ones, So this lesson not gonna be long, It's just in my spirit all day today, I just watching a lot of Andrew Tate, and I know certain brothers watch him too, because he be talking a lot of facts, right? Despite not being in the truth, he speaks a lot of facts, especially on these women, and these women and them cannot take it. You understand? These women and them cannot take it. Because I saw, I didn't download that one, but I saw certain like shorts on YouTube, with certain people going and interviewing people on the streets, and say, Andrew Tate, what you think about him? Men versus women. Now the men and them saying, yeah, he's speaking facts thing, thing. But Salakia. Yeah. The man will say that he's speaking facts, and the woman, of course, it have some of them, well, small amounts of them will disagree, which is still off it, but then it have the majority of them that is serious feminists, because they all blow up. They saying they'll take the foot up the ass and thing and that and shut the fuck up and thing, and you a loser and thing like bruh. That's just them being all in their emotions. You understand? They literally just being all in their emotion, because you go watch a man like Andrew Tate and say he is a loser. You understand? Now we know it's not to get rich in this place. So of course we in the truth now know he will be going off with certain things, right? But majority of the things that he be saying is on point. You understand? And like I say, especially with these women. So how you could say a man like that is a loser? Certain men out there who not willing to be a man, right? He trying to make men stand back up, like how they like give men back the masculinity, right? Against these feminists and them, I should say, and they don't like that. They rather just have men as as their slaves. Then you understand? They don't want to be submissive. They want to be the dominant one. And that is wickedness, that is confusion. You understand? I'm going to get that precept. Right, it's a quick precept. 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. Say, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, and in all churches of the saints. Right? So, the basic point here too is the Lord is not author of confusion. Right? So this whole scenario here with these women, it's just ridiculous, right? But let me get into this video here that I have. I've only like a little 2 scripture put on, It's not going to be a long video. Understand? So, yeah.
The closer you are to the base level of survival, the more people naturally revert to their gender roles. If 10 men and 10 women were on a boat and they got shipwrecked, the men would instantly start shelter, fire, hunting, and the women would start doing the women things. When you get rid of all the crap and all the society and all the programming, people will revert to their gender roles. The reason we do that is because it gives us the best possible chance of survival. That's why in poor countries where survival is harder, people are closer to their natural gender roles.
Totally.
Right?
Totally.
So that makes sense as a whole.
Can see from that video now, the sense that he's speaking, right? You understand? Because it's true. In this modern day, right? I wanted to get the more full thing, but I didn't get thing. I saw that video earlier, but the longer version, because he was more speaking on it's the same thing, but before he was speaking and saying that the world soft, and it's when shit really hit the fan now, is when it is everybody go revert to the gender roles. And then he gave that example as I seen in the video, which is true. It's on point, because in this world that we live in right now, nothing not going on, that's why these women with the dumbass could say they don't need a man, they don't need a man. You understand? And that's ridiculous. You understand? Actually, I have a clip for that too before I bring out this precept. Alright, so pay attention to this video here too, right? And I've been saying this, right? I've been saying this. And I see, look, somebody with a bigger platform, and they're coming out and say it. The Lord set this man up to say these things too. Because the times that coming, even though he may not be aware of it, right? Even though I heard in one of his interviews already, podcast, that he did say he believed something was coming. So, the Lord probably gave him a little insight because, he's an intelligent fella, right? But hey, he in the dark just as much as these two-thirds and them, but, he just have a little bit more insight. You understand? So anyways, let me get on with the video.
Glitch in what way?
In the sense that women don't feel like they need men in the most physical sense, perhaps
that's
like
right.
naturally.
It's very interesting. Women don't feel like they need men in a physical sense because life is soft. And it's bullshit because you still need men by proxy, one. And two, the second life gets difficult, you very quickly learn how much you need men. But women will go, I'm independent, I don't need no man because I have an OnlyFans and men pay my OnlyFans. And if anyone comes up to me, I'll call a male police officer. I don't need men. Shut up. Of course you do. You just named your whole life is based on fucking men. The road you're driving on was paved by a man. The house you're living in was built by a man. The car you're driving was designed by a man. Your whole life depends on men. And the second anything bad were to happen to you, the second you were physically threatened, or times were to get hard, or war were to start, or famine, or riots, the first thing you do is find a big strong man, shit yourself, and throw the feminism out the window. Feminism goes out the fucking window the second that the snow needs shoveling, or there's a fucking broken down car, or the tire needs changing. And all that crap vanishes. It's garbage.
So can you see for yourself, right? This is basically he couldn't put it in a more better term, right? Because I've been saying this too, for a while. Because I had certain women come up to me, or when we talk in text and whatever it is, they say shit like this, that they don't need a man, and the whole point about it is ridiculous, right? So let me get into the precept here, right? And then I'll expound some more, right? So they second is just 15, and from 14, right? It say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? Which these swords here, we'll be talking about the modern day sword, which is the guns, right? All these, well, yeah, it will be the guns, right? Because I say in their hands, but we know, in other parts of the scripture, when we talk about the sword, thing, when they pursue into these times there that is to come, right? We know it are talking about the tanks and the nukes and all this thing, but in this term they're talking about the guns, right? So verse 16 now it say, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power, right? So the reason why I read this is because this is a future prophecy, right? And as Tate rightfully said, as soon as war break out, famine start, the first thing they're gonna do is look for men, right? A big strong man, right? No, it don't necessarily have to be a big strong man physically. In this time here, they're gonna be looking for a spiritually strong man. You understand? Because we know in the truth, the men are green millstone, right? We've been talking about this. We've been saying, hey, well, what you gonna break out? Hey, this coming, that coming, right? Nobody seems to be taking us on because why? They're not seeing anything happening right now. You understand? All they're getting is the sign of Jonah, right? Which is the prophets being out there. You understand? But when shit started hit the fan now, right? Especially with all these women, these feminist women, women, still out here. They're gonna throw that bullshit out the window. As Tate rightfully said, they're gonna throw it out the window because all of a sudden, they need a man to this, they need a man to protect them thing, whatever it is. You understand? And as in the first video we saw, they're gonna revert back to the gender roles, right? Because we know we're gonna be on the run in these times, right? We might be in hiding or whatever it is, wherever the Lord takes us. You understand? We know we're gonna be in some serious, some serious places, where we won't be completely safe, but hey, the Lord will keep us, right? But at the same time, it's still a trial. It's Jacob's trouble for a reason. You understand? We still gonna have to go through them trials. So we still gonna be in the bush somewhere hiding wherever it is. And those time and now, we're gonna have to bring out our skills that the Lord, the treasures that the Lord gave us. You understand? Which is first things, our gender roles, right? Which is the men seeing about certain things. Like Tate say, we will be going hunting, starting fire building this thing, And the women now, they will be there, they will be taking care of the children, right? They will be cooking the food, whatever it is. You understand? Gender roles will be quick to arm thing. And now I'm not talking about the sisters that already, submissive to their husbands and they already understand all these things, right? Because I know you'll be watching however it is, which is a yappa thing, But for the women now, because I have other precept, that I'll go into shortly speaking about it. A matter of fact, I should go into it now. You understand? Because now was a very good time to bring it out. So it's Isaiah 4:1, right? It say, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right? Now they want to get rid of the sins and all the bullshit, the feminism, everything. They want to throw it out the window now. Right? Verse 2, it say, in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Right? So yeah, all of a sudden now they want you to throw it out the window. Right? The Lord say in them time now, it gonna be beautiful in the sense because why? Everybody reverting back to their gender roles. Because the men out there, right? Well, I'm not saying all, but majority of the men, some men, right? The ones who ain't died, they gonna be more of a man then. You understand? It's like the natural instincts gonna kick in, because they're gonna know, well, hey, as a man, you had to do this, you had to do that. You understand? And as a woman now, she gonna revert back to her gender role, right? She not gonna bother to try and compete with her man, because when we in the bush there, she ain't gonna want to fight no bear. Like the fuck? They scared of bugs. They scared of rodents, all these things. You understand? And they gonna look to fight with a bear? No. So of course they're gonna revert back to the gender role. They rather cook and take care of the children and these kind of thing. Right? That's what the Lord made them to do. That's how the Lord programmed them. Same way the Lord programmed us to be protective, take care of our household and these things. You understand? So, like the scripture say here, it could be beautiful and glorious. You understand? Because why? Well, everybody, the elect really then, they're gonna start to get back in they're gonna start to get in the right mind in that sense. Because why? They seeing the times now. They ain't just hearing it from the prophets, they're seeing it now. Now it are people who seeing now. But they're not seeing in the sense where, it's going to get as bad as we see it through the scriptures. You understand? But in them time, they're going to be seeing it. They're going to be like, hey, this shit real. You understand? And now they're going to want to take heed. For a lot of people, they're going to be too late. For the ones that come in, especially because majority of the women going to come in on the later half. So they know it's a more serious thing with them. You understand? It's a more serious thing with them. They gonna come in on the late half, and then they're gonna want to get right. You understand? The Lord's still gonna show them mercy, or certain women mercy. You understand? So yeah. So the videos what I show with Andrew Tate, is 100% on point. You understand? And until we see World War III break out or Jacob's trouble really kick in, and certain things shit started hit the fan, even more worse, to the point where things started get physical in that sense, where the fighting, martial law, thing, all these things started kicking when they realize, hey, yeah, that's real, especially the part where police and government, nobody gonna care about them anymore. Everybody doing what they want. Yeah, they gonna realize, hey, they are no protection, right? These men and them who had set up this one last week, and he know I think, right? He gonna come for me, or this one want to rape me and this one and thing. They realize they're gonna have no protection. So who they gonna run to? Right? They're gonna seek protection. Right now they don't feel like they don't need protection from the average man, because why? They have the law above them, right? That protect them. You understand? They have the law. And the funny thing is that they will say they don't need a man, but the ones that upholding the law to keep them safe is men. It's men. And it's ridiculous. This is how delusional and stupid the modern day woman, the westernized woman is, right? The average woman. And it's ridiculous. It don't make no sense. So for the aquatium that, that listen and, I hope you all don't take offense. You're not supposed to take offense because, you're in all this right state of mind already, Anytime you take offense to this, then something, a little off with you. And you had to pray to your bash, share that, you examine yourself or your husband examine you, and, you deal with that matter. Just to be on the safe side, on the right side with the Lord and your husband. But like I said, I don't want to make this lesson too long. You understand? So, through the spirit and power, I hope this lesson was edifying. Till next time, shalom.